Hello, and welcome to the first Christmas review of December, where, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, I'm revisiting The Polar Express, a movie that I haven't seen in 20 years, and I barely remembered a single thing about it. I remembered the opening scene of the hero kid, because that's literally what he's credited as. Um, you know, him being asleep, him going, hearing the train, going to the train, getting on the train, and then the ending where he's with Santa. I forgot which how it looked, but from my memory it was a bit obscured. But yeah, that's literally all I could remember from it, and I remember liking it. As a kid, I was I don't know, 8 when this came out. So yeah, what did I think about it on this revisit? Because growing up now, I've heard a lot more bad things being said about it, specifically in regards to the 3D animation, which a lot of that was motion capture. Um, and to be honest, I don't mind it. Obviously, there are certain scenes where the characters just look so off model that it really is off putting. Um, but thankfully, Robert Zemeckis, the director of the movie, learned from this movie to be able to make the my favorite Christmas movie of all time, A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey, and to be honest, I've found myself being engrossed into this movie again, simply because it's been, like I said, 20 years. So I did not remember a single thing. However, I did notice that that one nerdy kid with the glasses. I recognized that voice instantly because I grew up with Dexter's Laboratory. So obviously, I recognized that voice as Mandark. And it's now that I'm grown older that myself, I'm autistic, that I recognize a lot of the traits with that character. Specifically, as soon as one of the hero characters comes on the train, that nerdy kid, literally, that's what he's credited as. Asks, does he know what type of train this is? And of course, he info dumps on that, and he also info dumps on many other different aspects throughout the film. So Tom Hanks did it, but he was all right in this role. There's not really much to say. He plays the father. He plays the conductor. He probably voices a few other voices throughout the movie that I recognized. And yeah, it was just he was okay. It's not his best performance. It's far from his worst. Um, it's just middle of the road, middle of the railroad. We'll make it topical, but seeing that it all takes place on a train. Um, but yeah, like I said, there's a lot of things that I forgot about. Specifically, when they're being handed the tickets, each person on the train is given in two letters of something that they that comes apparent at the end when the entire word of what the character journey they're supposed to go on is revealed. The for instance, our main character, the main reason he's on the Polar Express is because he's starting to not believe. He's starting to lose that Christmas faith. And so this is his move. This movie is for him to go on this journey of self discovery, to start to believe in Santa Claus again. And it's done and handled beautifully. There are certain scenes where the other characters are like, "Oh, this sounds amazing," and you hear like, "I don't hear anything," because he at that point he just doesn't believe. And it's not until the end of the film where Santa is coming out and one of the sleigh bells from gets thrown towards him, and he picks it up and he shakes it and he can't hear anything. And it's not until he starts to say, "I believe," and he truly does believe, that's when he can start to hear the sound of of the bell, which is why he requested that to be the very first gift that he gets, that Santa gives out on Christmas. For the hour and 40 minutes that it is, like I said, it's not bad. I do enjoy it. I found myself being so grossly grossed into the story. However, I did find myself checking the time a few times, but that was just simply because of when I was watching it. I just kind of wanted it to be over so that I could go to sleep. I could have stopped it and started again the following day, but I decided no, I'll just knock it out now, watch it now. That way I can just record the review the next day, which is literally what I did. I'm recording this on the 24th of November. That just goes to show how behind I really am when it comes to December's uploads. Thankfully, there's not a whole lot for me uh, to do for December because I'm taking it easy. But yeah, I'm glad that I revisited this movie. Is it going to be dethroning my favorite Christmas movie of all time? No. Is it in my top five? I suppose so. I suppose I could. I'll grant it that. Because to me, my favorite Christmas movie of all time is Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol, which was the very first one of the very first Christmas specially type videos that I done when I created the channel 3 years ago. Jesus Christ, it actually has been 3 years ago. That I've been posting on this channel. Wow. Um, and yeah, then I'd say Home Alone 2, then Home Alone. And then I'd say this would be probably five. I don't know what number four is yet. I can't, off the top of my head, I can't tell you what that one would be. Um, but yeah, let me know what you thought of this movie in the comments down below. And I shall see you all on Friday for another brand new video. I'm not entirely sure what I might do. I might change out for what I have planned, but you'll find out when on Friday. If I do upload on Friday, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.